All right, we're out here in Buckeye today. We had a customer call who has a young Sulcata. They want us to come and upgrade their burrow. You can see what they're currently working with now. That's what Game and Fish suggests a lot, is the bricks with the board. Provides a nice little shade, but doesn't really keep it temperature controlled. So we are gonna upgrade this one a bunch. We'll show you, we're gonna put a new burrow in a different part of the yard, but before and after this one should be pretty good. These tortoises do dig their own burrows, and they're not always in the most convenient places. You can see this guy decided to dig under their shed, which worked for a while, but with the big rains we got a couple weeks ago, that filled with water. You can see this isn't very waterproof at all. I've had plenty of customers tell me that theirs have gone under their sheds and they will just dig and dig till eventually you may get a collapse. And I've actually had some customers saying their concrete foundation has collapsed in their shed. So we definitely want to keep them away from this. So we're gonna try to fill this hole in if we have some extra dirt. But the big thing is getting him a burrow that's better than what he's got here, that will he'll enjoy more, so he can just forget about this one. We're not gonna put it up against the wall, because as we've learned in our last video, we don't want to put dirt up against the wood or stucco or anything like that. It could kind of rot it out. So we're gonna put it out away from the wall. So we're just finding the spot. We're gonna rake back all the rock, because we're gonna use this rock to put back on top to kind of let it blend in with the landscape. So we'll pull it all back into piles, and we're just mapping out a spot where our tube's gonna go, and then the digging will begin. So there's always added pressure when the homeowner is hovering over and you watching you do your work. So when I used to do these by myself, it's a one-man job. This is a lot of digging for a Sulcata burrow. It's one of the ways I get extra help, is I locate where the gas line runs. I ask the homeowner if it's okay to build there with them not knowing the gas line's there. And then when I dig, I hit the gas line on purpose. And then the fire department and the gas company come out, dig me a big, nice hole. Once they patch it all up and leave, I put the tube in. Problem solved. Just kidding. We have an adventurous tortoise. So when there's excitement going on, apparently he gets antsy. You can see in the distance, he's out this gate, around the pool, and we're keeping an eye on him to make sure he doesn't end up in the pool. We're gonna block off the back of the burrow and the bottom of the burrow so he can't dig any deeper. And if you haven't watched our last video, then you're not gonna know anything about this miracle stone that's imported from Australia. All right, now we're gonna find some stones to put across the bottom here. Ooh. Now we're gonna bury him, because that tortoise needs plenty of dirt to throw on top of itself to stay cool back there. But we gotta make sure he doesn't go past that. So that's gonna be a nice wall. So we have a 36-inch tube for this guy, and he's way too small for that. So to solve that issue, we brought a 30-inch tube. We're gonna slide this one inside the 36-inch tube. And I don't even think that's gonna be small enough for him. They like tighter spaces. So we also brought a 24-inch tube. We'll slide inside of this one if we need to. But we're gonna go size it, put it all in place. That way, as this guy grows, once he outgrows the 24-inch tube, just pull it out and it opens up to a 30-inch. Once he outgrows that one, pull that out, opens up to the 36-inch. It'll be good for the rest of his life. Now we're gonna shrink this burrow down a little bit. Now we're down to 30-inch burrow. Next size down, I think this one's gonna work perfect for him. 24-inch burrow. Now it's nice and tight for him, but he can still turn around, has plenty of space. In a few years, we'll just pull that one out, open it bigger and bigger until he's the the big giant monster that he's gonna turn into. It needs the big one. And we'll put some rocks and decorate it and make it look real nice. So now this is done. That part's complete. Now we're just taking the rock that we scraped back. We went right up to the edges of it. Now we're gonna lay it all on top and this thing's gonna blend in real nice. So the burrow's done. We heard the story about this tortoise. They thought it was a female and found out later it was a male. They'd already named it Felicia. So Felicia just stuck. So we're gonna take Felicia over, the male tortoise, to see if he likes his new burrow. Let's go, buddy. Check it out, dude. He's a little camera shy. Oh, look at that. That's a perfect fit. That was about 3,500 pounds of dirt. Close to 4,000 pounds, somewhere around there. Well, actually, some of the dirt we dug up, we plugged Felicia's other hole that was behind the shed. So we got that all fixed up. Got the new burrow done. You can see the old burrow compared to the new burrow. That was a pretty nice upgrade. Felicia approved. Hi, Felicia.